What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Big announcement to start off the video right away. I want to do a giveaway. I want to do several giveaways before the end of the year with the holidays coming and everything like that. I want to show my appreciation to all of you loyal subscribers. So if you've been following along, or you are following along on Instagram as well, you'll see that, or you would have seen that I had some t-shirts printed up not too long ago. Yo! T-shirts printed by Taino Ink out of New York. I'll put a link in the description below to his video, but he actually did a video while printing these shirts, so it's pretty awesome.
Royal blue to pop on the black shirt. Here's the film for the royal blue and the film for the white, which is also the underbase, and you have to choke it a little, at least 3 points on this logo here. Next is my ink, royal blue from International Coatings, and my favorite ink, perfect white from Wilflex Lava. Woo! Okay, well, let me show you guys. Speed Culture came out real nice.
The shirts are super soft, they feel great, they fit perfect, really high quality. He does great work and he's a great guy to deal with. So if you need him for any of his services, go hit him up, but make sure you go check out his channel and follow him on Instagram as well. Super easy entry for the giveaway. I'm going to do 2 giveaways per video for the rest of the videos for the rest of the year. There's going to be a lot more chances to win if you don't win this go around, so don't worry, but I'm just going to ask you to do a few things to make sure you get entered. First, of course, subscribe to the channel. Second, give the video a thumbs up. And then third, leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know you're subscribed. That's going to automatically enter you into the giveaway. No cost to you whatsoever. Again, 2 winners per video for every video for the rest of the year. I'll let each video run for a full week, so if I upload the video on a Wednesday, the following Wednesday I'll do the drawing, and again I'll do 2 winners from each video, so you could potentially win every single drawing. Again, you just have to be subscribed, thumbs up on the video, and let me know in the comment section below that you're a subscriber. Boom. Thing to note that I unfortunately only have a couple of mediums left, and the rest of the shirts that I have left are larges. And just for reference, I'm about 6 feet tall and 200 pounds of solid steel and sex appeal, and I wear a size large, and it fits perfect, and they are pre-shrunk, so you don't have to worry about it shrinking on you in the wash. Good luck, everybody. Let's get on with this video today. I want to talk about lowering springs as opposed to coilovers, specifically Tein S Tech springs, which I have installed. Go ahead and check out my installation video from a few months back. Of course, this is a question that pops up all the time on the forums and the Facebook groups. Should I get coilovers? Should I go with springs? And which spring should I get? I've done a spring versus coilover video in the past as well. So long story short, if you don't track the car, it's just a really regular daily driver car, springs are sufficient. You'll never get the full benefit of coilovers if you're just daily driving your car. Even if you drive spiritedly from time to time on occasion, it's really difficult to justify the price and the stiffness of a coilover setup. Now, certainly if you are really super anal about ride height and you want to have all of the adjustability possible in your suspension setup, by all means go ahead and go for the coilovers. But there are a number of spring options out there, with the Tein S Tech being one of them, that I would recommend. For a number of reasons, so just talk about that briefly. So what kind of brought this video up to the top of my mind, I wasn't even going to make this video, but I figured I would, just because of the questions that were popping up. Just this weekend I saw someone ask about the Tein S Tech springs and if they were good enough and blah blah blah, and I see a bunch of responses saying don't cheap out, go with RSR, you know, spend the extra $100 and get quality with RSR, blah, blah, blah. This is coming from personal experience. Several months ago, I installed the Tein S Tech springs, about 1.4, maybe 1.5 inch drop overall, front and back. Super, super happy over this time period with these springs. I've had people say that they can't even tell that the car is lowered when they're riding in it because the ride quality is so good, and that has not changed since I installed the springs to today. What's it been, 5 months now since I've had them in? Body roll was essentially eliminated. The car has a really nice low center of gravity now, and I can feel in the corner. Obviously the sway bars, the Hotchkiss sway bars help a lot, but lowering that center of gravity really made the car feel like it has come under control. You don't feel a lot of that back and forth leaning and body roll in the car anymore because of the springs. More importantly, the car looks perfect. I love the stance of this car, and I have to say, if I had coilovers, I would probably set it up to sit just like this. There's no scraping, no rubbing with my wheel and tire setup, so that's a bonus as well. I'm just really pleased overall with the Tein S Tech springs. When I first installed these springs, it was probably a 1.2 inch drop. So after a month or so, and this was after some pretty aggressive driving, I went up to the mountains in North Carolina almost immediately, like a weekend or two following installation, and really kind of beat on the springs a little bit. So I would say after a full month of driving the car regularly, they had settled to the current height, which is about 1.4 or 1.5 inch drop, like I said, in all four corners. Now, what I really liked about the Tein S Tech springs is that they didn't sag. And this brings me back to what some guys were saying on the the Facebook groups, and answering this guy's question this last weekend, saying that you should go with RSR, higher quality, and all this stuff. Well, my biggest complaint, and the one reason I didn't go with RSR Downs, was because every single car I've seen them installed on, the ass end is sagging. I did not want that. I want a level look or a slight rake. Never would I ever want the rear end of the car to be lower than the front. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I really like the look of the RSR Super Downs, but unfortunately that's just a little bit too low for me. You know, I take my daughter to school, there's speed bumps, I have a steep driveway coming into my office building. It just didn't make sense for me, you know, in a daily driver situation. So I wanted something that was more of a drop than the RSRs, which is about a 0.8 to 1 inch drop, which wasn't enough for me, not to mention the fact that the rear end often sags. But the 2 inch drop of the Super Downs was just a little too much. So the only thing that I could find that had a reputable name was the Tein S Tech springs, which they advertise 1.4 inch drop, I believe. Now, a lot of people assume Tein is low quality because the price is so good. I think for the S Tech lowering springs, it's under, oh my God, is it under $200? Like $198? I'll put a link in the description below, but that's a great deal, and people often see that price and are like, oh, no way, that's good. But that's just not true. Tein has been around forever. They've been around a long time on the OEM side for OEM replacement parts, but as of late, they are really getting into the aftermarket and performance market with coilover setups and lowering springs and things of this nature. So they're applying that OEM history, that OEM background of high quality OEM replacement parts, and putting it into the aftermarket, which is great news because you're getting high quality parts from a long time, well-established, reputable company. And it was such a long sentence, I can't remember where I was going, but you're getting that history and that quality now in the aftermarket performance world for these cars, and that's excellent. Another thing to consider with these Tein S Tech springs is that it's dropped right to a level to where it's low enough that I like the look of it, but it's not too low to where I needed camber arms or anything added, any additional parts added to get the alignment within spec. I had the alignment checked when I was tuned last time at Soho Motorsports, and everything came out perfect. There was just one little adjustment they had to make, I think, in a corner, but everything is within spec, and that's great news. Like I said, the RSR springs didn't lower the car enough, the Downs. The Super Downs lowered it too much to where it's not great for a daily driver, but you would also need additional parts to make sure your alignment works. So I've been on these springs for 4, 5, 6 months now. I've driven many times in the mountains, drive spiritedly on a regular basis, and this is my daily driver. So I'm always driving this car, and there's no uneven wear on the tires, there's no feathering or weird wear patterns or anything of that nature. It drives straight down the road. I'm super happy. So overall, there's no complaints. Like I said, it's a company with a long history. They make quality parts at an affordable price, and they drop it to the right level. They're just stiff enough to where it really gives you a lot of control in the corners, but they ride really nice, and there's no sagging in the rear. All you guys that are saying don't cheap out, spend the extra $100 for better quality, it's nonsense. If I was comparing spring versus spring, the Tein S Techs compared to the RSR Downs, I'd go with Tain's all day long. And it's not just because of the price. You get slightly more drop than the Downs. The ride quality is just as good, if not better. Quality is just as good, if not better. And you don't get that saggy rear. But guys, that's my review after 6 months of 4, 5, 6 months of having these springs. I love how they ride. I love how they sit. The price point can't be beat. Relatively easy installation, and you don't get the saggy rear. That's it. So don't listen to anybody that tells you that RSR is the top of the line, highest quality spring you can get. It's just not true. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give the thumbs up, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know you're subscribed. You enter to win that giveaway. I'll be drawing, if I post this up on Monday or Tuesday, obviously I'll give it 7 days before we do the drawing. Drawing will be random. I'll pick the 2 names of the winners, and we'll send the shirts out free of charge to you. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot. See you in the next one.